came from the corners where the real ones talk. Now we bring that energy every time we spark. From the mic to the cam, let the whole thing breathe. Boom, back drums while the whole crew leg. Live in the moment, we call it how it is. Culture, music, bars. This the way we live. Real talk only, never watered down. Every episode heavy when we hit the town. TV. From the roots of the city to the world we reach. Every line got grit, every word got heat. Street born vibe with a worldwide beat. Wop, up. Lights on, host in the zone. Let the bass line ride. Crowd up, hands high. Let the whole thing vibe. Talk that. Let the people all see. What the fuck TV? Bring the culture to the beat.
TV.
What up, motherfuckers?
What up? A TV. Yo, what's good?
Yo, we back in the motherfucking building.
Rex and the facts.
That's loud enough for y'all? That's loud enough for y'all?
Loud, man. Just be loud, man. Just be loud and just be happy, bro. And just be loud, man. Because the world is quiet, so you gotta be loud.
Yo, I think you want some
keep the label and say it loud.
You know what I mean? Just say it loud. Hey, man. How's everybody doing, man? What's good? Oh,
yo, I'm out here in fucking Colombia, nigga.
Nice.
I'm hold on. You're back in Colombia.
I'm back in Colombia, bro.
I've always wanted to ask you, man. You know, like, how is it living in a third world country, bro? Like,
it's a third world country.
Yeah, but like, how is it, man? Because like, how long have you been living in Colombia now?
Yo, I started coming out here in 2013, bro.
So how long have you been living there?
Remember, like 2015.
Okay, so that's 11 years. Obviously you're used to it. What has been the biggest? And I'm trying to get too deep into it, but what has been the illest thing you've had to get accustomed to? Like the craziest thing.
Yo, technology, bro. Technology, I would say, and how the governments could just turn off the light at any time. How, the grid system here is basically, if the light goes out, it's like for the whole city. And they don't have like a backup grid when they're working on the grid. So when you lose it, you lose it. You know what I mean? But that's here in Santa Marta. Another thing is probably the amount of poverty that you see in a Latin American country, because you start learning what these folks are actually getting paid like per day.
Right.
And, bro, it's sad sometimes.
It's real poverty. It's not like, oh, I can't afford to go to the movies.
Okay, so imagine, let's say a daily, because they get paid by the day here. So daily they'll get 50,000 pesos, which is about $12.
Damn.
How much? 12, you said?
Like $12, yeah.
Yeah, he said 12.
You know what I mean? So, and that's the stuff like when the presidents here in Colombia, they're like, yo, we're raising the yearly salary to, let's say, $1 million something, blah, 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 blah. Yo, not everybody has that job. You get what I'm saying? Like out here, like let's say you go to school, right? You graduate, let's say at 22 from college, right? I'm just giving an example. If you went to college. So when you're 22, you go to apply to a job. They're like, yo, you ain't got work experience, right? So you end up getting about a job like at 25, a job that you actually want. How you get there, I don't know. But the lifespan of a job, you know how like in the US you stay to a job, you could be like 70 years old and then
Yeah.
retire from your job.
Right.
Yeah.
A job lifespan out here is like from 25 to 35.
Damn.
10 years. Damn.
About, you get what I'm saying? So if you've been in a job for a long time, you could probably stay there, whatever. But usually what happens here is like you hit 35 and they're already looking for a replacement for you.
That's wild.
You get what I'm saying? And then that young kid isn't getting into a job, so then they're doing something else, moto taxi, the motorcycle taxis, whatever, or just stupid stuff out here. You know what I mean? But yo, regardless, it's still good. You know what I mean? Because you do get a lot of experiences. Like I've had experience that not even people living in Colombia have had the opportunity to have because they can't get to travel and live in different cities. Just like that. You know what I mean?
Dope.
But
Dope.
we should have waited for that later. You know what I mean? Yo,
That's all good. That's just one of the. It came to me right. It came to me because I'm like, damn, we never really like. As long as we've been rocking, I don't think I've really asked you about that. So I'm sorry that I snuck that one in there, man, at the beginning of the show. But
yeah. Like who does that, bro? I think we should just start over from the beginning. You know.
let's go. Let's go.
Hey,
Intro
yo.
music. Let's go.
Hey yo,
Intro.
folks. We know Classico's not here in the building right now. You know what I mean? He may be. Yeah, where's that boo? Nobody's stepping up for that boo. All right, boo. Let's all do boo. You know what I mean? But he's with family. I know that he was up north, so he'll probably be on a little later. Maybe not. But if anything, you know what I mean? You're suspended for like an episode. All right. So
That's
Classico, you just suspended. This is like a job. You know what I mean? There's no way we're gonna start getting paid if people can't even be here. You know what I mean? Like, even give a proper, email like you would your job. Like, yo, I ain't gonna make it today. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah, that
He
man said.
he better get a doctor's note.
That
Yo,
man said.
A doctor's note, a vet's note. But yo, the
was
World
good.
Cup, fellas. The World Cup. Have y'all been seeing did y'all see the day's game?
I got to see a little bit of that. I got to see a little bit of it. Yo,
I got to see the whole thing, and I mean, I think FIFA has gotten so much slack for the bull crap that they've pulled this World Cup that this time the referee was like, "It's a free for all. You got hit, you got hit. It's tit for tat, bro." You know what I mean? England actually, well, I was talking to people out here. You know how in South America, they're always like, they live and die football. You know what I mean? Football. You know, football in Brazil, whatever. Yo, they were saying that England actually lowered their standards and started playing dirty to actually play like Venezuela, to play like Argentina. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was a dirty game, but they've been talking bad about Argentina this whole World Cup. You know what I mean?
From what I've seen with the Argentina games, it just looks like. Listen, they have a cool team. They control the ball well. They have great handlers. They have really good strikers. I mean, obviously they have the best striker. Arguably the best striker ever. But let's keep it funky. It just looks like the people want that man to win. The people want Argentina to win. Them people, when I say them people, I mean FIFA. I mean the powers that be. I mean, this is a man who it has no issues with the power structure right now that a lot of people are against. He's been to the White House, right? He's a supporter of all of that. They're calling Argentina the Israel of South America. Regardless of that, it seems like a great story. And a lot of these organizations, I always have to remind people, they're companies. They're companies just like any other company. and they're in it to make profits, and they're in it for ratings.
Yeah,
And it feels like they prefer for a team like this to win it, and I don't put it past them if there is a little bit of a little
I
to
don't
make
know.
Argentina do their thing.
I don't know.
That's my 4 cents.
I mean,
Yeah,
you gotta think about it like this, because I was kind of surprised when I saw Neymar still playing with Brazil. I'm like, what the? That can't be right.
who's
that
he gonna
could-
play for?
No, I'm saying like
Croatia?
I thought he retired.
Yeah.
Then you had Ronaldo, which was his last. This is his last World Cup. Messi's
last
last
hurrah.
World Cup. So again, yeah, FIFA wants a legend to get the cup. They want
Yeah.
that to
But
save
you
face.
see-
At the same time, it's kind of corny. But as per the England game, if you can't get out your defensive zone and attack, you ain't gonna win.
Yeah, they changed their game in the last half.
Yeah,
and they should have been putting more pressure. Okay.
I'm watching this and I'm like, it's the same concept as hockey. You could play the greatest defense ever, but if you're not trying to score, when you're not getting out of your defensive zone, you're not gonna win, especially against Argentina.
Let me tell you. So originally, I was like a Ronaldo fan. Real Madrid all the way. I still love Real Madrid. You know what I mean? But I did fall in love with that Barcelona game when Messi was still there before he went to PSG. You get what I'm saying? And Messi has something about him that playing a number 10, you know what I mean? He's a real number 10. He plays the middle, but he makes plays and is also a striker. Not like James from Colombia. I'm sorry, Colombia, but James sucks. He should just retire as well. He's just whack. You know what I mean?
Get out of the comments,
yo. I don't know. If you like James, put a 1. If you don't like James, say hey. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think that any of these games were given to Messi. And this is why. If you watch the MLS, the way he's playing here in the States, it's the same thing. The other team scores 1, he comes back to just, score 2. But and Messi is not the type of player. He's not like say this CR7. You know what I mean? He's a number 7. He'll stay on the left, stay on the right, wherever he's playing. You know what I mean? And just wait to be put for the ball to be put in his feet. Messi makes plays. Ronaldo doesn't make plays. You know what I'm saying?
I heard people complain about his lack of defense and his love for the back and just standing around.
Ooh, that sounded kind of gay right there.
Pause. But you talk about Ronaldo or Messi?
Yeah,
no,
Ronaldo. I think Messi does the same thing too.
Messi analyzes the field as it's going. He's the captain and he's making plays, but he will get into the nitty gritty. And he's like, 5 feet tall, something like that. You know what I mean? And he goes straight down the middle.
You can't knock him for his work ethic. You can't knock him for that. At the same time, he's got a good set of teammates with him.
Exactly. That's where I was going to next.
It's a team sport. You know what I'm saying? And if those other guys are not in the same page, you don't get to where they are right now.
At the end of the day, Argentina is not a fluke team. I still not like they're good. They're the defending champions. They've had great football history, right?
Yeah.
It's a great football country.
Yeah, great athletes.
Great athletes.
But I still think
it's a little butter on the bread.
I don't know. Listen, this is the way I've been analyzing it. Those Argentinians live for Messi. You get what I'm saying? So when they go on the field, they're playing football like a team, like an actual team. Like there is no like, I want to score it, whatever. It's like, let's win together. And I think that's why people hating, because there's no other team that works that well. Remember,
I mean,
DePaul 7, he's playing in MLS with Messi, and you should see the way they play. They give their hearts out for Messi. You know what I mean? I don't think they're just giving it to Messi because the first thing was, yo, they wanted Ronaldo to, he's the best player in the world, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Ronaldo's out. Neymar, he's a crybaby. He just rolls on the floor. But, I'm going to give props to Neymar. You know what I mean? His arrogance got him hurt the way he is now. But he's a hell of a player.
Well, I was fortunate to go to a World Cup game, and I went to go see Portugal versus DR Congo, and I swore on my mama that was gonna be a 6-1 game. I was like, boy, Portugal and them is gonna come out and destroy the Africans. That joint was 1-1, bro. Okay,
that was
I figured, and listen, credit to Congo. Great defense, great speed. Those players were off the hook. I seen it with my own eyes. They played the hell out of Portugal. But that gave me kind of like the impression that Portugal wasn't gonna go too far, man. If they was gonna rock like this.
Yeah, but it's a different. You were gonna say misunderstood.
Oh no, it's an understanding that and this is what FIFA understood. It's the end of the old guard. La vieja guardia ya se va.
Yeah.
Seriously,
sure.
Neymar, Messi.
Yeah,
which is great.
Which is great.
The guy from Croatia that worked out, that played with Real Madrid with Ronaldo. What's his name? Snap, I forgot it. But he's on the Croatia team. It's his last game.
This is last World Cup.
That's right.
These names are moving on, so it's time to usher in the new.
And big shout to the under-20 World Cup that's starting right after the World Cup. The under-20 World Cup from FIFA is held in Chile. Chile is the host country, and a couple of countries that were not in the actual World Cup are going to be in the under-20 World Cup, including Cuba.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, Cuba has a team, and Chile has a team. The host country under 20. So this is a good opportunity to kind of see who are the stars of tomorrow. I've never been interested in any under whatever alternate kind of World Cup.
The minors, basically.
Tournaments. I like the gold. I like the African. I like CONCACAF. But I've never really been invested in watching the under 20. Also, the under 17 female World Cup is happening right after this. And I know that might not sound like a big deal, but Puerto Rico's in it. First time ever.
Get out of here.
Those girls are going to be in the FIFA. Under 17 Cup.
On the gram, I seen a couple of things about the the female soccer team. Yeah, young ladies.
I haven't been up to date on that. I've just been engulfed.
Yeah, FIFA website will let you know all of their upcoming joints, and man, big shout to all of those countries that are going to be participating in those tournaments, man.
So does that mean Yamal gets to play in both World Cups?
That's a great question, man. I don't think so, because I mean, how?
And kid from Brazil, what's his name? Endrick. Because Endrick is 18 and Yamal is 19.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wish
you could be checking it out while we're talking, bro. What's wrong with you?
I'm doing it right now, brother. What are you talking about? I'm just saying I don't know. I'm saying I don't know. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, they're there, and then once I know for sure, I'll let you know. But I don't know.
But check this out. Since I got back to Colombia, this is where I had my Knicks hat. I wish I would have had it with me back when they won the championship, but we still champs. You know what I mean? Yo, champ, you good? Champ, you good?
Of course.
All right.
Always.
If you're a champion on this show, I want you to hit a big like, subscribe, share that joint. You know what I mean?
Word.
Oh my God! Here comes it. El Clásico. Oh my God.
Oh! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. That under 20 is last year for Chile. This
damn.
year is just the under 17 females, and Puerto Rico's in it.
Oh,
My
okay.
apologies. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
I think it's every
Yo,
2 years with the UT.
Mm.
damn. All right. Yo, so check this out, man. What's going on? I didn't really get to see it because I just been with the World Cup. What's going on with Boosie story that I'm talking about? That he put like millions in whatever for a pardon, and he got played.
What?
He got played. Like what happened? Why y'all laughing, bro? Why y'all laughing?
Man, I don't know, man. I'm laughing because the stupidity. You know what I mean? Of people. It's just it should never cease to amaze me. Like it looks. I'm sure he was trying to get into a situation where he thought that money could buy him whatever it was, and he doesn't understand that politics is just as grimy as the streets, man. It's just as grimy as the streets, brother. You got to know who you're rocking with.
What did your man say? What did Nori say on Rock Superstar? Yeah, if they get you in the streets, you can go right back and shoot them and kill them. But when they get you in there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Rapper Boosie Badass paid $600,000 to political operatives Jacob Wall and Jack Berkman in an attempt to secure a presidential pardon from Donald Trump for his federal gun case. After the pardon never materialized, Boosie initiated legal action to recover $300,000. Y'all can keep the other three, but let me get three back, which he claims is owed via a refund provision in his contract. Now, now that's smart. If there was a refund provision in a signed contract that he did with these cats, then he deserves his money.
Yeah,
he dumb. Okay, I'm sorry.
But yeah.
Who in their right mind is going to pay $600,000 when Mr. Trump is president for a pardon?
But
Trump changes his mind every 30 minutes. Okay, Trump could say, "Yo, I'm gonna pardon 50,000 people." He turns it to, "Yo, I'm not gonna pardon anybody this month." You know what I mean?
That's not the point. The point is he paid 60,000, right?
600,000.
600. Excuse me. You're right. 600,000.
600,000
600,000 to a bunch of dudes that were supposed to get him in contact with the president
to get a pardon.
Yo, that's some block shit.
Yo, Boosie, send me 200 grand and I'll pardon myself right here.
Yo. Yeah, it seems like my whole thing is, I mean, first of all, I don't know, man. You have to make sure whoever you're dealing with has a direct tie to Donald Trump, a direct link to Donald Trump, to the point where it's secure. Like, how do you know these cats were not playing you? Obviously, there was a contract involved. So I gotta give him a little bit of credit, at least for having a contract.
He probably went through his lawyers and they said, "Let's do this," so to protect him. Yeah, which is smart. I mean? But that part is smart. It is.
That part is smart, but again, it looks like Trump only pardons people who have donated to him direct, whatever amount of money, and it just seems like, man, you need a stronger link. I'm not gonna trust nobody talking about we got you.
Yeah,
we talk to this dude daily, man. That's my man. Yeah, look, I got him on contact. You want to see my contacts? Trump. Bro,
so it's like I would trust anybody else, but not under Trump's watch.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. Oh, it's like if you go into the block, you're trying to get a certain amount, so you want to go to the main source. You don't want to go to the middleman. You know the middleman gonna rip you off.
Yeah,
that.
Okay, so this is the way I see it. Y'all remember? Keep going. I'm sorry.
Even if you don't like homeboy, you still want a direct line to him if you're going to be giving up your money. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that part, right? But I'm going to take it back old school. Y'all remember when we were young and we were chilling on the block that there was a guy that we call Nya Nya Nya?
Yeah. Yeah.
That he always used to come, Nya Nya Nya, give me $1, right? would you trust him to actually do something for you? Like
So
even
you-
steal a car radio?
So you saying my man, the dudes that dealt with Boosie are the equivalent of nya nya nya?
No. I'm saying Trump is the equivalent of yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
You got what I'm saying?
Nah,
Yeah.
You
but
ain't
if
getting
you,
nothing from Trump.
hey, if you give him, if Boosie would have had a direct link
yeah,
to Donald Trump, and
Yeah.
that money would have went straight to Donald Trump, there's a better possibility that
Yeah,
man would have been
Yeah.
no
Probably.
issue.
If it went
But
straight to him.
Yeah.
If it was a direct link.
yeah, it was a direct. I see. At least Nikki went and stood next to Trump
Yeah.
and shook his hand and has been around Donald Trump. At least Nikki, but she still didn't get what she was looking for.
Doesn't matter. At least she stood next to him.
At least, yeah. At
Yeah,
least
you
she
know?
was there with the moron. I mean, with the president.
I want to stand next to Nikki.
Yeah, be careful.
I
boy.
I
Be careful, boy.
I still like Nikki. I don't know.
But you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. It's like, why would I go through these intermediaries?
Cause that man ain't got the links like that. But he not Nikki. He not Hove. He got a little something. But that man ain't got the links like that, man. To be like, yeah I'm gonna get to Trump. Man, you ain't got the links like that. You're not Kanye. You're not Steve Harvey. You feel me? Them people got that shit out the way quick. Harvey was in Trump's office like, hey man, listen, man. Kanye was like, man, I'm about to say some crazy stuff about Jews.
Yeah,
For real.
Yeah, hold me down. Here's a quick mail. I'm sure they was there giving that man like this.
Of course.
You never know. So you never know, man.
So check this out. Talking about more money issues. It seems Elon Musk decided to promise voters $1 million in payouts. Unfortunately, he may have broken the law with that incentive.
I saw that. So I didn't read too much into it. But that's all fraud,
bro. At least if you're gonna wash money, wash it right. You get what I'm saying?
Open up a fucking chicken spot, bro. Dude.
Bro. You know what I mean? Or go to New York and open up some new laundromats.
Something.
You know what I mean? But promising voters $1 million in payouts, like, and that's when I say people are too damn smart. They lose common sense. You know what I mean? I want to know how bad this is going to get for Elon Musk. You know what I mean? Does that mean Grok is going to be affected? Is, the rockets, whatever he's doing, the rocket's going to be affected? I don't know. But these rich people are a good way of putting their money away in different spots. You know what I mean? But
hey man, that might be a little tax write-off for him, man. Matter of fact, and nothing's happening to him. Listen.
Well, you can't say that because he was Trump's best friend before.
What is
that?
that?
That's right. They fell out.
Yeah.
They fell out. I wish it was only a fallout. Trump was like, "You're fired." You know what I mean?
But we don't ever know, man, what's real with these cats and what's not, brother. We can only speculate. We can only speculate, man. If you ask me, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. So if you ask me, it's all the Truman Show. You feel me? It's all the Truman Show.
This shit is all scripted.
It's all. If you ask me, that's what I'm gonna respond. Like, you know what I mean? But big shout to Elon Musk and all that. You know what I mean? Open up the John's Fried Chicken. You know what I mean? And you'll be all right.
Yeah, word.
Yo, pica pollo. You know what I mean?
Franchise something. You know what I'm saying? But damn. So it's like what are you expecting? Because he tried to do this before. He was willing to do payouts so that people could vote a certain way, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? Yo, you're supposed to be a computer genius. Go fucking rig the machines or something. Do something else. And now again,
like I said, people are too smart for their own good.
Or too bored.
Well, then again, do we really think that man sits there and designs rockets?
No.
And does the math for all that shit? Does he sit there and design the Tesla cars?
No. He has He's
no, no,
smart
no,
like
no.
that, though.
No, you know who? There's two guys that are actually the heads of Tesla, and all he does is hand them money, and they put out a
Okay.
beautiful product.
Yeah,
That's all he
Apple
does
does the
is
same thing.
yeah. No, here's the thing. He just invests into these people.
Yeah,
That's what
but
he is. He's a good investor.
yeah, but it's just like Apple.
I
Apple
mean,
right now
that's
is
across the
more.
board.
Apple is more of a those agencies that do promotions, more like an advertising agency.
Mm.
You know what I
They've
mean?
always been.
You
They
you get
literally
what I'm saying?
they
Yeah.
literally design products for advertising.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's
and
what
they
they've
get all their
always been.
parts from everybody else, like
Yeah.
Samsung, Google.
Is that Samsung makes everything. They make the chips for everybody.
No, 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 no. Samsung doesn't make the chips, my friend. Apple actually makes their own chips.
Mm-hmm.
They make their own chips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Samsung actually provides the LCDs. They do this. They do give other components, but not the chip itself. Now, Apple is going back to their old nemesis, Intel, to reproduce the Apple chips that they have. If y'all didn't know,
Big shout to
and
everybody
now,
in IT.
for real, and even
Good
even
luck,
better
y'all.
than that, you know, Google and Apple are enemies, right? But they're friends,
Yeah, because you got
right?
Safari and you got Google.
Yes, but so Google actually pays Apple millions and millions of dollars,
Mhm.
so you could use Google
You
as
could
their
put it on
search
there.
engine,
You could put
as
it
their
on the
search engine.
devices.
You
Yes,
get what I'm saying? Yeah,
yes.
their search engine.
Microsoft
It's
does
not just
that too.
devices.
Microsoft
We got to
started
be,
doing that too.
huh?
Years ago, Microsoft started doing that too, where you could download iTunes onto your PC.
Yeah, it's all a money game. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, one hand is washing the other. That's how it always works.
Yeah, and now it makes sense. Something that was supposed to happen. So last year, the year before, OpenAI and Apple were buddy buddy. They were supposed to do a collaboration with ChatGPT, and it kind of didn't work out with Siri. But
Mm.
you know who is going to what Siri's going to be powered by? Google.
Mhm.
Gemini. I think it is. Yo, my wife just came in and she scared the shit out of me.
That's great. I thought it was a Google. I thought it was a Google agent that
Yo.
appeared out of nowhere. As soon as you said Gemini. As soon as you said Gemini, I thought it was somebody from Google.
No. It looked like I thought you were getting swatted or something, bro. I was waiting to see the Colombian SWAT team in there, like,
Since I
yo,
have in here,
te
since I have
jodiste.
in here monitors, you know what I mean? I can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
And she just opened up the door and she was right there, and I'm like, huh? Yo, that's gonna be a fucking clip. That's gonna be a clip.
Yo, big shout to Google.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready? Yo, when I come out here, I'm not. I don't have a car out here, but I got a motorcycle. Are you guys in the States ready for new gas prices?
Electric vehicles.
No. But,
Electric
no.
bikes.
What I mean right now, the military reimposed a naval blockade on Iran. Yo, that means oil prices are gonna explode.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the inevitable.
Yo, that's just
People, it's crazy because I mean, what are the people in New York gonna? People in New York, they ain't worried about that. They don't. Half of the people don't work. In New York, so
damn.
I'm sorry. Half of the people don't drive. I didn't mean to say work. Half of the people don't drive to work.
Yeah.
So it's different, like I drive to work every day, dog. Like I drive an hour to work every day.
See, like in New York, it'll only be an issue when it comes to certain public transportation. It'll be an issue, but the wave out here right now is everybody's getting e-bikes. That they're starting to realize that with the e-bike, you're saving train fare, you're saving headaches, you're saving time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you're looking at the gas prices out here, it's like, what the? If I can't fill up my car, how's the MTA buses getting filled up?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
They get a discount.
I don't know. I don't know because, like you
Bro,
said, if the strait is closed, how's the oil coming over here?
you know what I want to do? Yo, misunderstood. You should
Damon.
infiltrate the MTA for us. And then we make like a documentary on what really goes on there. Like, where do they get their gas? Do they get it at a
Listen.
discount? Do they get it at Costco? Or do they buy
Listen.
it at BJ's?
Óyeme. Shh. It can happen.
Okay.
I know people who know people.
That know people.
I know
Yo,
people
shout out
who
to
know people.
Cortez. Shout out to Cortez that works in the MTA, yo. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Battle
right.
rapper,
Nah, but
MTA.
I know. Listen, I know people who are career MTA heads, and they oh, they've had some lovely, colorful words to say about the city and what they do. I mean,
Yo.
I witnessed something that I was a little bit like, huh, and shocked about. In Hunts Point, you have the water management plant. Now,
the point was the cherry.
well, it's not there anymore, unfortunately.
Because the people that know what the cherry was. Okay.
Yeah,
Facts.
it's gone, bro. It's
Let's out
gone.
to the South Bronx.
All of it is gone. All of it is gone.
The cherry.
What you doing? It's 2026. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, but the
all of
cherry
it.
was like that was a Hunts Point stamp, bro. You never got to go to the cherry, Echo?
I did not.
I didn't either. But
Oh,
yeah,
I never got to go. Oh.
but what water management plant? They get all the sludge and all the sewage,
Mhm.
and they put them on these barges that come into this dock at that place. They dump all that. They cook it and separate the methane. And guess what they make out of that sludge?
What?
Fertilizer. You know
Okay,
how
that makes
expensive.
sense.
You know how expensive fertilizer is, and I believe it's state owned.
Oh, good lord.
Exactly.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
Oh.
money.
Yeah.
That's money. But then when we talking about the MTA and like with the oil, and then we got to look at the landlords, how they getting their oil.
yeah.
That's where you're going to start seeing issues here in the states, in the major cities. Outside of that, it's already bad. Outside of the major cities where people have to drive to work, where you have no choice. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, man.
Damn, man.
Big shout to everybody that needs gas. You heard?
Yo, for
But
real.
yo,
Hopefully,
out here.
y'all get that,
Yo,
bro.
misunderstood. If I were you, I would try to get somebody with that from the MTA. Maybe they could come on and kind of, we could interview them or something like that. Get a little bit of dark secrets from the MTA.
Oh,
Right?
I don't know. I don't know if people willing to sacrifice their jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Benefits and stuff like that. Damn, bro. I just wish.
Yeah. Blow the whistle on the MT. There is a dude on social media who's been doing that.
Yeah, I think I came across dude too.
Yo, he's put up some videos.
Mm.
He's
yeah, I
put
gotta
up some
find it out.
videos.
Maybe we
Like-
could get him on the show.
Oh snap! If I run across it, I try to share it to your Instagram. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, I haven't gone in there. So I'm sorry, bro. I've just been World Cup and then traveling out here, and then it was my girlfriend's birthday this weekend, so we had a.
Oh,
Alright,
nice.
yo,
Happy
just shout to-
birthday!
Shout to your girl, man. Happy birthday. You heard?
Felicidades.
We spent it in Cartagena, and I was actually gonna get some clips to put it up, bro. I'll probably edit that joint. You know what I mean? Yo, Echo. So what's been going on in your world, bro?
Nothing much, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just cooling out, it's just working and trying to take care of this kid and try to take care of the wife, and that's it, man. Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about I've been actually trying to get more familiar with AI.
So why don't you just
overall,
talk to me?
actually I started my here's the thing. I was always interested in AI, but I've never really put in the work to learn and keep up with everything. I subscribe to a whole bunch of newsletters that I get daily about what's going on in the world of AI. But now what I'm doing is just straight up becoming a little bit more immersed in the world of AI and trying to learn a lot of these programs. So that's something that I'm doing. And I'm also trying to get back into filming and photographing, man. It's something that I was really about to give up on. I was even considering selling my camera gear and it's just something told me to, give it another chance, give it another opportunity. So I'm gonna start really real local. I don't know how the photography market is out there. I don't know if people even pay for photography anymore. I realized that I am passionate about it. I'm passionate about just making images, creating images and photographing people and photographing places. I love that stuff. So I just kind of wanted to revamp that, So other than that, man, it's just day to day work. You feel me? Staying black, baby. I'm staying black, baby. You know what I mean?
Now you're like chocolate. Like chocolate.
Pause, man. I don't know about a
like
man.
Chocolate, bro. What the hell is up with that pause shit? Like, really, I just said that you're like colored chocolate. Like, I ain't say you like creamy dark chocolate. You know what I mean? I'm not saying none of that stuff, bro.
Pause, man. Just pause, man. God damn.
Yo, are you? You're like a little kid. Yo, you know what that pause reminds me of? Of my 10-year-old saying, "Dad, you're so cringe," and I'm like, "Shut the hell up with that crap." You know what I mean? Okay, pause. Like, we can't have like a regular conversation. Yo,
cringe. I don't know. Cringe is not for our generation, but pause was created by somebody that's about our age. So
I think we have an infiltration in here. I don't know if he got the memo, but he's suspended for like an episode. I'm gonna let him up. Maybe he has something to say. You know what I mean? What's his excuse? It is 9:15, and we do start at 8:30. And I didn't get a memo saying, "Yo, I'm gonna be late."
Damn! Oh, yo, put the sound effects at. What the sound effects at, man?
No sound effects, yo. You get a boo.
Hold on, is this man? You in the metro?
You in the metro?
Yeah, I was underground, yo. I didn't have no signal for like an hour.
Yo, that's what happens when you're in New York eating hot dogs all day. You know what I mean?
I was not eating hot dogs all day. I was in New York for like 10 minutes, but mostly underground.
Jeez.
Yeah, so you were well in New York then.
Yeah.
You was underground, yeah. You kind of get on that Wi-Fi? You were trying to get on that Wi-Fi?
I couldn't get any reception anywhere, bro.
Oh no, they have it. It's trash. It's the worst shit ever, bro.
Yeah, we didn't know you was not gonna rock with us today, man. I ain't gonna front. If I would have known you wasn't gonna rock, I would have been like, yo, I'm not rocking either, bro.
Oh, because he's not rocking, you can't rock?
That's right. I would have left you and Misunderstood.
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna take care of this. Yo, Misunderstood. Now that these fools are gone, yo, like, what they think? What they thinking?
I don't know.
Yo, because I know we could run the show, right?
I know. The funny thing is, Lindo was on vacation, and what did we do?
Exactly, we held it down. You get what I'm saying? But then these two fools come in like prima donnas and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? We still run the show up in here.
Yo.
We still run the show. I hope y'all know.
Yo, Classical, where you going right now? Classical?
Jersey, I think he's going to Jersey right now, but he
can
listen to us.
Yeah, because I think he's on New Jersey Transit.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm about to get crazy, super kind of fabulistic, espialidocious.
Miracle. Go.
Yo, I wanted to talk about something that I've been really listening to for the last couple of months, man, and I wanted to let everyone know about it. I usually do album reviews, and this is another album review, but it's also something that I wanted to, or an artist that I wanted to expose to people. I wanted to let people know about. We've talked about him a couple of times here at the show. We're always trying to expose people to these artists that are very much like us, Hispanic kids that grew up in American culture, Black culture, and every other culture that was around us in New York City. And we've been able to just absorb all of that, man, and grow up to become just multifaceted and just universally just loving everything, right? So this dude, my man right here, I don't know if you could put up the pic.
Yeah, my bad. Hold on.
I don't know if you could put up the pic. My man, STNack. Now, STNack, you know, before we get into this album, you know, it's important to understand that, you know, who STNack is and why he's become one of the underground's most respected MCs and cult figures. STNack is from Lynn, Massachusetts. All right, so from the East Coast, not from New York, but he's from the East Coast. He was a member of the Tragic Allies crew, right?
I never heard of them.
Tragic Allies is a collective, very much like Wu-Tang, you know. But he spent, you know, after that, STNack spent years building his reputation outside of the mainstream, carving out a lane for relentless consistency. And rather than chasing commercial trends, Knack has embraced the grimy, sample-heavy sound that helped redefine underground hip-hop throughout the late 2010s and the early 2020s, right? So when you see that invasion of, you know, boom bap, heavy sample, heavy sound that was coming out of upstate and those other East Coast states, STNack was a big part of that. His early catalog is incredibly deep. Standout solo projects like Mini Mansion Dust, Papitas, Baladas, Surfing Gold, Dot Wave, and one of my favorites, African folk music from out of the diaspora. He's collaborated with people like Al Divino, which is his main homeboy, on projects like Triple Black Diamonds, Alakazam, so on and so on. What separates STNack from many of his peers is his willingness to rap over unpredictable production. His flow often feels loose and conversational, yet very, you know, very surreal, you know, packed with coded references, street wisdom, luxury imagery, all of that crazy stuff, man. It's a very very reminiscent of like, you know, Ghostface or Raekwon, right? Crazy style. As his profile continued to grow, collaborations with artists like Westside Gun, Stove God Cooks, Future Wave, Grubby Paws, and other respected producers further cemented his reputation as one of the scene's premier lyricists. By the time he linked up with Grammy-winning Spanish producer Cooking Soul, which is the album that we're about to review, Knack had already assembled one of the most prolific catalogs of underground rap, making this collaboration feel less like a breakout moment and more like two seasoned craftsmen bringing together two distinct worlds, Knack's abstract street lyricism and Cooking Soul's warm, soulful production. Now, like I mentioned, he is not the kind of person to rhyme over these kind of beats on this album. You know, most of STNack's stuff is sometimes drumless, straight up sample loops, very dark, very ambient kind of sounding stuff. And I feel like in this project, he got a little bit more stylish with it. And I think it was Cooking Soul's production that demanded that from him. And man, if you have an opportunity, man, I would love for you to listen to this album. I think it's great. And I don't know, you tell me. We're going to play a little bit of it. And then I'll let you know my thoughts on what I give the album overall. Take it away if you got it, cuzzo.
Hey yo, sir, you ain't got a chance trying to play Super King Cool. Cartagena, yes, the cocaine group, but test the game. Truest to Columbia, game hoop, flame hoop, hiding the narcotic from around the way trooper. Take notes, watching me do my thing, bro. Making jokes, stay woke. Partner, we keep our name afloat, antidote. Customer sick, the hit ain't fixing. This shit was antidote. I gave him a sample, he lit the flame and choke. Almost passed out, casi le dio un patatú. Hey yo, domino table, I throw copy Gushaka Zulu, Baraka, Mortal Kombat, Rugas. I load a pop at you, ain't no obstacle, but short and my guap is blue. Niggas got hate in they heart. It's probably cause they was certain while I made this shit spark. Could it be the way I put them to the block? Rocking a beam, I seen him place it in park. I got my own light, I be safe in the dark. Shit, now Patron right, it's Don Julio. 1942, got some bonus white, just how you shorty move. Oversight, Willie and motorbike, notice the biting, Lordy moves. Waited, I'm connected, I might ignore the rules. They get not there, they audio. You gotta overcome bargaining with demons, eager to hold a crumb. I'm overseas having loads of Fagoda that can explode the bum. It's just sounding just like a roller drum. Expose the dumb, you best hold your tongue in the midst of the God's building. No mathematics, scientific equation. Infinite pages, standing military formation. I demand I'm getting standing ovations. Yeah, when the jealous Miami Nights, a beautiful saga with that gear right. Hey yo, customer try the product, said it's the bomb, baby. We always keep it 100, we get a long way. Building an army plus, bringing a strong navy. They pull the firearm and watch your body dumping a chicken palm gravy. Blue necklace and a charm crazy. It gleam when it's under the light, yo. It's under the nighttime. I still remember we used to cut the juice, half glass of water, the other half for sunny delight. Some rather lose, they like to face the same. They running the fight. My only concern was that the money was right. If it's about the chicken, to listen up. My canines coming to bite. You see the difference between a gun and a knife. Came from the gutter, but bright night life. I was hustling white. Great product, the customer service had on my customers' height. Even though I wasn't polite, I built relationships and they trusted my sight.
Yeah. Listen. One of the things I love about Estinak is the fact that he doesn't compromise his flow. He's not afraid to spit run-on flows and just be super abstract with it. I think, I will go on and say that my favorite joints on the album, I got about 4 or 5 of them. You heard basically 3 of them: Inbound, La Bomba, and Bread and Wine. I also like the first track on the album called Santeria, fire joint. I love La Poli, incredible album. I think that what I would have wished for this album to have a little bit more of is like the last track that played. I wish more songs would have been on that kind of BPM. I feel like, Cooking Soul is so soulful on his beats that I think Estinak could have done a little bit more of that flowy kind of like, the last song that you heard there. I wish he could have done more of that. But I love this album. My rating for this album is a 7.8. I think that it's dope. I've loved other projects more, but it was refreshing to hear Estinak do this. Let me know your thoughts out there, because I'm about to get your thoughts. But let me know your thoughts out there, and if you've heard the album, if you even like this artist or you know about this artist, and let me know what you think about this album. Did I rank it too low? Did I rank it too high? Let me know. But you guys, I want to hear you guys talk about it if you've heard it. How did you feel about Cooking Soul? Al Andalus from Cooking Soul and Estinak.
Who goes first? You want me to go first? I'll go first. Go right ahead. Yeah, because misunderstood will take like an hour and a half. Yo, let me tell you. As you know, I don't listen to albums twice. I don't. If I don't feel it from the beginning, I just won't listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Can I tell you that I heard it 3 times? 3 times, and then it took me down a freaking rabbit hole, bro. And I just started looking up Estinak, and I went to the whole catalog is from 2014 up.
Probably earlier than that, but yeah.
And bro, I didn't have the time to listen to all that stuff, but bro, I was able to put that while I was working. And I'm like, and I don't listen to hip hop while I'm working, bro. But it took me back to like, if Big Pun was alive, he would be that lyrical like that, or even more. You get what I'm saying? So it just took me down like this, a blast from the past. The way he puts his lyrics together, like you said, he does these run-ons where you're waiting for him to like stop a sentence, but he'll just run it on. You know what I mean, and not go with the pattern that you're usually used to. That's the way I took it with some of his flows. You know what I mean? And then that production was on point. Who's the producer on that?
Cooking Soul, Grammy award winning
My
Spanish
God.
cat.
And
Spanish
that's
cat.
why he's a Grammy winning producer,
That's
because
a
that
fact.
joint was just fire. Like I wasn't yo, I couldn't even say that I found something bad with like the way the music was put together, the sounds, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like everything fit like a storyline. Like,
Mm.
you know, and even though he started with he did a little lyrical miracle fit mystical stuff,
Okay.
but the way his presentation was, I was able
Mm.
to digest it. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying? And I wasn't
Okay.
like, yo, he's fugazi with it. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I was able to digest it and go, like I said, go back and listen to it a second and third time. I'll probably listen to it again right now.
Yeah.
But
Dope.
from
Dope.
him, you know, went through his catalog and then jumped to other people, you know, in the same. Bro, I gave it one more high. You gave it what, 7.8?
7.8.
Nah, yo, it deserves an 8.1 at least.
8.1. I love it. I
8.1
respect
at
that.
least.
I respect that. And just before you go in, Misunderstood, I just wanted to say that I'm glad that this was your introduction to Estinat. I felt like his stuff is so abstract, a little, you know, that if it would have been another project where he gets really filthy, it could have probably been off putting. So I'm glad that this was a little bit of an, like you said, you digested it well. I think because we started with an appetizer instead of the whole porterhouse. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we would have given you the whole porterhouse. You would have been like, nah, this is too much. It's crazy. Misunderstood. What you think about the album, man?
I mean, you know how I do. I'm not gonna listen to it once or twice. I'm gonna listen to that shit 10 times, and I'm gonna kind of like find what's the concept here.
Okay.
And it's very street, very Raekwon, very Cool G rap, very, you know, I'm gonna tell you what's happening on the block while I'm trapping. But it's done in a way where it's not it's not repetitive. It's original. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because you know we could hear gun bars, coke bars, we could hear all that all day long from 100 rappers, but for him to be able to work with Cooking Soul and be able to get his flow and his style to go with these beats, you know what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing. You know, a lot of people think, oh, it's easy, just follow the. No, you have to kind of like just be able to blend it in together. And again, with all the little samples, all the little sound bites, the Carlitos way in there. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Send
Fire.
it back. Not
Send
me.
it-
Not
Right.
me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yo, you know you're not supposed to run for the police.
Right. La Poli.
Nah, Paul, come on. Come on. It's a great combination
Yeah.
of what we grew up with listening to, but done in an era where, you know, it'll get lost and it'll start sounding generic and repetitive. I mean, you put me on to Estee Knack a while ago, and I heard a lot of stuff that he's done with a lot of different people, and he's adaptable. He's very adaptable. You know what I'm saying? He can do he will use the lyrical miracle. He will use the straight up bars. He will use all these things to really put you in his world. Which again, from listening to it, playing it over in the headphones, listening to it in the gym while I'm at work, I got it through the Bluetooth, and I'm listening for those things. And yeah, I give this album a good like 7.5.
That.
Because I would play it again. I would play this album again.
He put the nail in the coffin, bro. He said he puts you into his world, and that's what he actually did with this album, bro.
Yeah.
Like he took me, yo, and like I said, you said that you mentioned this before. I wasn't even paying no mind to this. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, Echo's not even talking to me. but bro, he does pull you in.
Yeah,
He does.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
I
he
would say
pulls you
in
in the crap.
every project that he does, he does a great job of doing that. And one other thing I want to say about this project that you guys pretty much said it already, but at least misunderstood. You hinted at this. You know, ST doesn't do this laid back type of chorusy. You never usually even have choruses. It'll be like a whatever kind of chorus, but in this particular project, he was like, yeah, it was like verse, chorus. He's usually not like that, and I think the music itself inspired him to do that, and I think it was very refreshing to hear that. So I love this artist. I'll probably be doing other album reviews for this particular artist. So many projects out there. If you have Apple Music or Spotify, you just have to type ST a whole bunch of stuff is going to come through. Tragic Ally stuff from late 2000s, early
Next song.
2010s. Um, Bone Wessel is another Spanish producer that he's collaborated with, and probably my favorite album, one of my favorite albums from ST him and Bone Wessel. It's just a whole bunch of stuff, man. So check it out,
Can I ask
and
one question? Can I
yeah,
ask
what's
one
up?
question? You're misunderstood. Why the 7.5?
Well, it's for me the 7.5 was really because personally, I like gun bars, I like street shit, but I also like a variety in the music. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is his world. I'm not
Okay.
taking nothing away from that. The only reason I say 7.5 is because again, the lyrical miracle. You get kind of tired of that. You get kind of eh.
Not the
But
way he did it.
listen, again, that's why it's an opinion. That's how I feel.
Oh,
Now, will I play this album again? Hell yeah.
And it'll probably grow on you to the
Oh no,
point where
no.
you might rate it
It's
higher on the fifth, seventh, eighth listen. You know what I mean?
no, but for me, because I have to dissect everything about it. Again, the theme is constant.
Mm.
But for me, it's like I like a little variety. As per this album, I would recommend it to any and everybody. If you're looking to find something different, I would
Mm.
definitely recommend it.
hell yeah. Double hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would definitely, and I would recommend Estee Knack because I've heard of some of his other stuff, and I'm like, okay, this dude can do some stuff, bro. All right, the best way I can explain it with really good artists and MCs and all this musicians and actors
Y'all be back,
is
y'all.
it is if you got to be an empath that can move time and space, and that's what Estee can do. That's why we like certain writers and certain because that's
Yeah.
what they can do. They can move time and space and bring you into their world.
Now, now that Echo is not here and we could just talk you and I, you get what I'm saying? Is it? Do you think that I like the album even more because of that street stuff that's seen in battle rap? Like, does battle rap have anything to do with the way I was
Yeah,
able to take his lyrical miracles,
yeah,
mystical
yeah,
stuff, and digest it
yeah,
easier than I have other artists?
yeah. Yes, because again, the beauty of battle rap is pay attention to what these people are saying
Hmm. Hmm.
and pay attention to how it's being delivered. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to do. To
Yeah,
be in a crowd of people trying to deliver your bars and trying to get them to react to it.
yeah,
Now, when you're in the studio, you kind of got to do the same thing. You want people
yeah,
to react to it, and that's why we when we hear Estee, a lot of other people be like, "Oh, I don't like him. I don't." Go watch battle rap. You're gonna find dudes that'll do the same thing.
yeah. I got you. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But with battle rap, also it opens up our views of different types of writers.
Yeah,
Not just keep us with the same, repetitive. No, we like those guys that are different, that are gonna show up and do those different things.
yeah, dude. I don't know. Like I said before, I just heard some Big Pun in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
back
bro.
in the day.
It took me back to the concept of Big Pun, the Beat Nuts. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
that Ghostface, Raekwon type of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Again, painting that picture for you.
yeah,
And a lot of MCs, the good ones, they can do that. He's one of those dudes that can do that.
yeah.
I mean,
Like to me, that's hip hop.
yeah,
That's hip hop. You
it's
know what I mean?
well, that's the thing. It's rap. Remember,
Yeah,
hip hop's just the culture. Rap is the
yeah, yeah,
actual, which again, it's important because it's about being a writer.
yeah,
This is why we'll always have the debate. Oh, who's the better MC? No, no. What we're asking is who's the better writer, who's the better poet, who's the guy that can write sonnets and soliloquies and have you stuck on his shit like, oh shit, I gotta hear this shit again or else my
yeah,
head's gonna explode. And that's the thing. When you're able to do that, and it's true, Este kind of brings you back there. Like in
yeah.
a lot of other stuff when I've heard him on other stuff, I'm like, yo, why he feel like like I'm going back to the 90s? Why?
Yeah, facts, facts,
You know
facts,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Facts.
Why am I going back to the 90s when homeboys was breaking down how they cook and get ready to put it on the block and all this? Because that's his vibe.
Bro,
That's who
I
they.
was
But to be able
I,
to do it that way,
yeah,
it's not easy.
I was just amazed that, and I will say, he captivated my attention
Mhm.
from the first time I heard the album, right?
Yeah.
And then I listened to it again and I found myself, not only because, we were getting ready for tonight, you know what I mean? But I'm like, I wanted to listen to it another time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then I went from that album and I'm like, oh snap, look at all these albums. And I just started going one and another while I'm working and I'm here bopping. I'm like, oh
Well,
snap.
with,
Like,
Echo, listen, with Echo, you have to be very careful
mhm.
because Echo will put you, he'll just put you on the path. He won't tell you go ahead and walk. Once he
Yeah.
puts you on that path, it's up to you. You're gonna get to the hole,
Right, man.
and then when you fall through the hole, when you come back out, oh, this man put me onto some.
Dude,
Remember the death grips?
Man, love Death Grips.
Yo,
Yeah, funny story with the Death Grips. I got put on by somebody else, and it was this white dude that I used to work with, and he was into so much different music, but none of it was hip hop, right?
Mhm.
So he's like, man, you up or down? Like, who the hell is that? And me liking Death Grips actually helped me get a job interview at a startup. But anyway, so I started listening to Death Grips. It was so stupid and so sublime and so unreal that I was just like, man, this is kind of fire. And I remember I applied for a startup in Austin, and one of the questions is, startups are a little bit more loose when it comes to like their who they hire, and they want to hire all these, especially in Austin, Texas. At that time, they were hiring all these, anyone who was interesting and had a little backstory. So I think one of the questions on the application was like, what are you listening to right now? You know what I mean? I was like, Death Grips. And I remember one of the dudes who interviewed me said, told me after, wow, we're good friends now. He was like, yo, when I saw that, I was bugging because you definitely don't look like the type of person that will listen to Death Grips. Fast forward, me and that same dude got to go see Death Grips live in Austin.
Yo, that was my bad, but that's kind of racist. You don't look like the type of person that listen to Death Grips.
Yeah, he probably didn't mean it that way, but it's true.
I know.
And especially
he probably did.
You know what I mean? He probably did. You know what I'm saying? He did. Yeah. He doesn't look like the type of person to listen to Death Grips either. You know what I mean? But then it became a circle of people that really enjoyed music. And they even created a company-wide playlist where everyone could throw in, so you can listen to it while you work. Everyone, super dope stuff. So anyway, we went to the Death Grips show, and incredible. And Death Grips, if you watch a documentary on them, or if you just dig up their stuff, MC Ride, which is the lead dude, the lead vocalist, and his band, which is only like 3 or 4 of them. Last song, they're leaving. They'll walk through the joint and they just leave. Ain't no limo.
Yeah.
They just walk to their hotel, dog. People trying to follow them out. You understand what I'm saying? It's surreal, man, when you follow bands like that. But yes, man, big up to Death Grips and anybody that's into Death Grips.
Yeah, for real. Because first time I heard that shit, I threw my hands up. I'm like, what the? Espérate. Okay. Every song is like, get ready for the pit, bro.
Yeah.
But this ain't your average pit because it's gonna be coming from all over the place.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff, though. Very interesting music.
Yeah, big shout to Death Grips.
My guy Echo, I think so far you've put me on to Miami Lice and this dude right here. Wait, the other guy that you put us on, I forgot his name, but it was, oh man, I forgot his name.
We did Billy
Billy Dance.
Billy Dance from MOP.
Yes.
Nice. That was a great album, a great grown folk album. Dope beats, dope concept. I forgot I think I took a couple of weeks off after that with the album reviews. I know we did Tierra Whack most recently, who's getting a lot of play. That was a well-received album. Man, I would have to go back and look, man. But
my guy,
it's been dope.
I mean, Billy Dance didn't even make me start a playlist. Miami Lice and now this one, I have my playlist right now.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm kind of stuck on Earl Eats Everything.
Yeah. Oh, that was my damn. Did I review that?
No.
Nah.
No.
That was a good album, and the reason why I didn't review that is because it was a remix album, and I thought it would be unfair to introduce someone to an album that is a remix of another album. But the original album was so old that I really didn't want to go back into it. I'm considering going back to old albums that people may not know about from these obscure artists, just so they could, just to put people on. But
the original is fire because I went and I kind of like dug a little bit, and I'm like, yo, this is dope. The remix is cool. I like that. Yeah. But the original is still good, just as good.
Yeah,
I like Earl Eats Everything. Again, great storyteller.
Yeah, dope. Jamaican influenced, really, really dope. Yeah, I'm looking out for when he drops something to definitely review it. You know what I mean? Because I really like his style. It's pretty dope stuff. And also A$AP Rock when he does stuff on his own.
Yeah.
What is the joint that we're waiting on? Misunderstood. There was a joint we were waiting on. Man, I'm blanking out now. It was a joint that we were like, oh, when that album drops, we're gonna really get into it.
Oh, unless you're talking about the Czarface meets Frankie Pulitzer.
Czarface meets Frankie Pulitzer, bro.
AKA Face Puller, AKA Venom, AKA Tom Hardy.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. Hardcore.
Yo, the single's out. The Brothers Grimm. That single's out. Yo, 7L's a crazy ass fucking producer, bro. I love his fucking beats, bro. I love his beats.
He's fire. When I do that one, I want to kind of go through the history because those are cats. I remember the first 7L and Esoteric track that I heard was in '97.
Yeah. They've been around for a minute. Yo, I like 7L's discography. He's got some old school wrestling type stuff going that I'm like, yo, where the hell did he get those fucking those narrations?
Well, he sampled the original, one of the first songs that 7L and them sampled was Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun. All over the beat. Yo, that joint, I gotta send you that joint. It's like 97, man. It's like the golden era of underground hip hop in New York, where I was so immersed into that, man. It was crazy.
We were oh my god, we couldn't get enough.
Yeah, man.
We could not get enough of the underground back then. Oh man.
Super abstract stuff that a lot of people just was like, man, I don't like this stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's too many words. Yo, funny story. I remember this. I remember when I moved to Atlanta. My mom, my sister, and I moved to Atlanta specifically because we lost our apartment in the Bronx and we had nowhere to go. Our aunt was living in Atlanta, Georgia. She was like, I need to come down here, you know, let's whatever. Now, my dad used to work at this clothing store on 3rd Avenue in the Bronx, 149 and 3rd Avenue. Big up to the South Bronx.
Damn.
And he used to have, you know, he used to sell clothes. And around that time, 97, 98, mixtapes were still mixtapes. Like, you know, there was still
literally
mixtapes.
Literally mixtapes. Yeah.
But literally mixtapes from DJs. And then around that time, that's when Clue was starting to put the MCs into it.
Yeah.
They had Jadakiss, they had, you know, Geneva, they had all these cats. So, you know, my dad knowing that I was gonna go to Atlanta, he had the other dude that worked at that store that sold mixtapes give me a box of mixtapes so that I can go out there, make some money when I get out there. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I get to Atlanta, you know, I'm still on my rapping stuff, man. So I'm like, you know, I start ciphering with a couple of cats, you feel me? And I'm lyrical miracling, you feel me? And I remember everyone's just being like, that ain't it, man. So when it was, yeah, of course, because it was Atlanta, Georgia in 1997.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia. The only thing that Atlanta was really, really known for around that time was Outkast. They pushed the envelope, but didn't push it. You know, it was tolerable because they were from there. You know what I mean? So when it was time to sell the mixtapes, I was like, man, you know, hey, man, I got this joint. You know what I'm saying? The Locks, Genovese, you know, Clue tapes, Fabulous. Yeah, man, you don't want to hear none of that shit. I ain't sell not one tape, bro. I ain't sell not one tape, man. Atlanta, Georgia, 97. Big shout to everybody in Atlanta, bro.
You know, sometimes I wish we could just go back in time and like, I know Dat Piff closed down, whatever. I was heavy into Dat Piff, bro. I had that on my iPad. I was like, yo.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But we need those mixtapes again, like that old school style that, you know, DJ Double R type.
Speaking of Double R, what's up when we going? Has anybody approached G-Bo? He's always on the net.
Yo, I told Misunderstood, yo, can you try to hook it up? Bro, but dudes be forgetting everything, bro. Dudes be forgetting everything.
How?
Why did you hold on? Why did you want JU to do it? I mean, Misunderstood to do it.
So he could have something to do. What the hell? I got to do everything about him?
Yeah, that's your business, motherfucker. I got my shit to do. What do you got to do?
My man said me.
Tell AI to help you.
Yo,
that's a
this
good one.
dude Misunderstood was like, yeah, I'll see what I could do. Yo, never heard from him again, bro. Never heard from him again.
What are you talking about?
I'll try to reach out to G-Bo the Pro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because,
go ahead.
Yeah, I will.
Go.
I will. Unlike
so
you.
Go.
Unlike you, bro.
Anda loco. Está bien.
Yo, it's like, are we doing stuff together or are we just doing separate stuff? Like, you can't help a brother out? Like, really? You know what I mean? It's that simple.
I got him. I'm gonna reach out. How about that?
How about I'll try too? Because I don't trust your ass either. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's it.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But that'll be dope. That'll be dope. And it's crazy because I was thinking about that the other day as far as interviewing G-Bo from Double R. And I started to think about not only their history with mixtapes, but just Hispanics overall, as far as Hispanic DJs around that time. So many of them, and how profitable it was to be a mixtape DJ. I think I remember listening to Kid Capri saying that he used to sell the masters for like $1,500. You know, so you imagine you got 30, 40 spots in the Bronx, and you selling your mixtape masters for 1,500. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think it was something to that effect, and I would love. I know Kid Capri will be a reach for us to interview, but I would love to interview. One of the questions that we ask is like, how profitable was it, and what are some of the hurdles that you had to go through to make sure you sold your masters and to the right person, and how much the people want to pay the price that you were asking for, and things of that nature. And if I remember correctly, I think Double R used to do like, I know they did house music, I know they did freestyle, but I wonder if they ever did like a salsa joint, man.
I think so.
I think so too, right? Like I think, if I remember correctly, I think they did like a salsa joint, dog, back in the day. But that'd be dope.
Who exactly?
Double R,
Yeah.
DJ Ray and G-Bo the Pro.
Okay.
I know they used to do house mixtapes,
Yeah.
freestyle mixtape,
Yeah.
obviously hip hop mixtape. I think I remember. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I remember that they did a project or a mixtape where they had like it was a salsa. It was a salsa mixtape.
I think they did salsa and even merengue.
I don't know about merengue.
I think they did a little bit of everything.
Okay, it'll be dope to ask them. It'll be dope to ask.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, but I think one of our homeboys was a huge fan of them, and I think they did some. They were getting into that, doing more like the Spanish music too. But I know house music, freestyle, R&B, like strictly R&B mixes. They really had a huge catalog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to SoundCloud. I'm gonna check out.
Oh, they're definitely on SoundCloud, and for those people that are watching in New York, G-Bo the Pro plays every Wednesday, or is it every other Wednesday, at
Bless you.
At a spot, and the night is called Way Back Wednesdays. He used to do it with Lord Sear, rest in peace, Lord Sear, and it's pretty dope. He's a really dope DJ, so check him out, whoever's out there in the world. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean,
yo, what you typing, bro?
Huh?
Because you ain't paying attention to us.
Who?
You over here typing.
Yo, man, let me type, brother, because okay.
He's fact checking. He's fact checking right now.
Yeah, because I want to let you know where the Way Back Wednesday joint is for those people in New York. Okay. And I actually, if I hit New York on a week during the weekday, that's something that I would love to check out, as I have before. But I don't think they do it at the same spot. They used to do it at 116th in El Barrio.
Yeah, damn, 116.
In El Barrio at this spot, man. I forget the name. My memory's the worst.
Yo, misunderstood. Can't we just give you some money and you go down there and just like on a Wednesday and stuff like that?
Man, that man.
Well,
that's a married man, bro.
I'm here on a Wednesday.
I know, but you could be there on a
Wednesday. You know, that said, I'm here on a Wednesday.
I mean, let's see. Let's see what happens.
You know what I mean? We pay for the cab, you know what I mean, from Uptown to 116th. You know what I mean? We could probably get you to do a live interview, bro. Yo, that would be dope. You know what I mean?
We need some press passes. For real.
Yo, I'll print you up some. Yo, I'll make a little lanyard and stuff, send it to you, bro. What the fuck TV?
Seriously, reach
TV.
Hey, yo, Echo. So, because you probably forgot, bro. You probably
About what?
What could be the biggest battle rap event ever?
I didn't forget. I just thought you was gonna take the lead on that.
Nah, bruh.
Okay. Coño, pero vamos a compartir esta vaina because I know
Bro,
that.
I've been itching right now. Like I've been quiet, but I've been like itching.
Yeah, pero loco,
Talk
next
about
time don't itch. Loco, comienza tú con hablar de esa vaina. First and foremost, Hitman versus Loaded Lux, man.
Yo,
Am I excited about this battle? Let me start there. Let me start by saying that I'm not very excited about this battle.
what?
I'm not.
What?
I'm not.
You bugging? You
All right.
bugging?
Tell me why
If
I'm
you ain't
bugging.
excited, you bugging,
Tell me why I'm bugging.
bro. Because right now, that'll remember it. They've been talking a lot.
Okay.
And you need to have Harlem Cats on your Mount Rushmore. You get what I'm saying? Yo, it was all over YouTube and stuff like that. They were talking about, yo, like, do you have to have a Harlem Cat on your Mount Rushmore in battle rap? You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people got Loaded Lux and Mook both on their Mount Rushmore.
Gotcha.
Now, Big Man Holla coming in,
Mhm.
you get what I'm saying? Yo, now he's working with Nick Cannon. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Thinking he bad, you know, coming out with mixtapes and Nick Cannon getting into Line of Fire now. You get what I'm saying? Bro, Mook wiped the floor with him.
Okay.
But this will be Loaded Lux.
Okay. And why should I? I'm still waiting on why should I be excited?
Bro, this is like you go from the GOAT to the GOAT.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like this, that's the end game right there.
That's the end game.
That's
Is the result going to be any different?
No, he's gonna get wiped too. But I want to see
Okay,
that
so
happen.
here's
I want to see that
thank
happen.
you for that.
I want to see that happen. That's why it's gonna be the best
You
battle
want to see it
in
happen? Okay.
decades. That's why I'm excited. You know why? Because when Hitman Holla starts with his rah rah rah, you know what I mean? Yo, when he started with Mook just stayed quiet, bro. Mook was like, let it go. You know what I mean? Now Loaded Lux is getting into this, you know, diss records and stuff like that. Remember, the last time I think Loaded Lux brought out a diss record was years ago, where the video that he was on the top of one of the buildings and stuff like that. That was like one of the last diss records that I heard. And now he's just, he's vibing up battle rap again. Like this is Loaded Lux, bro.
With the Mook and Hitman situation, I think Mook criticized Hitman Holler's line about reloading the gun with the bullets that came out of him. Mook criticized them, and Hitman Holler never really liked that. And I think a lot of that beef was that Hitman was just looking for some kind of compliment from Mook, and Mook just wouldn't really give it to him. That's that. With the Lux thing, I don't even know if there's a backstory. Here's what I say with Lux. I love Lux. I love him. He's dope. He's the kind of lyricist that I want to hear in battles. All of these anticipated battles that all of these opponents have had with Lux, they fall short, man. They fall short because, and it's not even about Lux's skill. I think it's about how difficult it is to write for someone like Lux. And I think they fall victim to that. You understand? The last battle, which is probably Lux's best battle since the Calico battle, was against New Jersey Twerk, in my opinion.
In London, yeah.
Incredible performance. He joked, he snapped at him, he was flawless. Crazy. My man fell short. He didn't know what to do. He was starstruck. He was unprepared.
Yeah, he was starstruck.
You know what I'm saying? The only person that I saw didn't really care about Lux being in front of him was probably Arsenal. Everyone else, maybe Mook, everyone else, it's just always like, oh man.
Charlie Clips. He didn't care that Loaded Lux was in front of him.
Yeah, but he's whacking that battle. He was whacking that battle. He was whacking that battle. You like. I know that's your man. No, that's a man. He didn't say anything in that battle that I remember. Anyway, my point is my point is that it doesn't make me excited when I see these opponents, especially cats like Hitman Holla, who are like not very lyrical, a lot more performance than anything. Um, calling Lux out, and it's like he didn't deliver with somebody that wasn't even as lyrical as Lux, which is Mook, which is an angler. Dude has, Mook is witty, but he can't do nothing with that. What is he gonna do against Lux? So that's why I say I'm not excited about it. However, if it happens, I will be there. Right? Not there, but I will. I'm here. I will be there for it if it happens. Because
I think they dropped that. I'm gonna be like, yo, where's that at? I think I may go. I think I may go to that event.
If it's well, that's a discussion. I think right now, I think Jay Black did a blog today where he was responding to someone saying that this battle is a URL battle, and Jay Black was disagreed with that, and I would disagree too.
I would disagree as well.
Yeah.
I mean, so who would host it?
It doesn't matter at this point who will host it. I think it's all about
there's not many people that got pockets like that right now.
Right now. So my whole thing is maybe ARP though. So my whole thing is ARP is gonna have that. It's gonna have the battle. RBE is gonna have that battle. Here's a dilemma now. Is it a small room or is it a big stage?
Yo, you see, yeah, that's the issue, right?
That's the issue.
So check it out. I think Loaded Lux is more versatile. He could do it in a small room. He could do it in a big room. You know what I mean?
But
Holla, he vibes off of
it will behoove him
people's feedback. So two things could work against Hitman Holla. Where and where. Where being what state you're gonna put it in.
Yeah.
Because let's say I think Hitman Holla does good in Texas, in Houston.
Well, them boys come here. I'm definitely going to that. I ain't gonna hold you.
You know what I mean? Yo, he does good in Houston, but he wouldn't do good in New York versus Loaded Lux.
No, because he feels like everything because Hitman Holla is gonna feel like every time they cheer for Lux, they're being biased.
He always says the same thing. He could be like, yo, I was in St. Louis and they started booing me. Come on, man. That's always Hitman Holla stuff. You know what I mean? But who got the 10 trillion views? You get what I'm saying? That's always Hitman Holla stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Hitman Holla is nice, but I will always remember what Mook did to him. He was like when he made fun of his brother, like what was it? Let me remix it. Hold me back, hold me down.
Yeah. That was enough.
You should never.
Yeah, Mook. I don't know if you've seen that battle. Misunderstood. Mook walked that man down, and this is what me and my boy was having a argument about this, or how that Hitman wasn't wrong in changing up his style and trying to be more lyrical because that's what the people wanted. You don't care about what the people want, man.
He fell into the trap.
You did that because he really did. And Mook was like, oh, for real? Because he can't bar with bars. Like now, what he can do is electrify the crowd. I don't think there's another battle rapper better than Hitman Holla at reading the crowd, having the crowd control, having performance. But angling and saying some super dope witty stuff that is out of this world.
He tries.
No, and he does. No, he's not. The battle with Ill Will in the small room was incredible. You see that, Joe? RBE? Mm-hmm. No, he did well because he kept it to himself. He kept it Hitman Holla. But when you tried to, I felt like he was trying to angle Mook and bring out all of this stuff that he's not used to doing. It didn't work out. He's
falling into the trap, whether it be, rap media, the rappers themselves, he always falls for the same thing. He lets the other person dictate who he is.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And when listen, when I saw that Murder Mook versus Hitman, boy, Mook just stood there like, hit me, go. And then Hitman was like, yo, you even got a court case. You went down there. And Mook was just like, that's all you got? That's the angle that you coming through? Some fake news and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And he just looked at Hitman Holla like, I cannot respect what you just did. But he fell into the trap because they were like, yo, his angle, so Hitman tried to come out something from his back pocket and it backfired. Mm-hmm. And then Mook just did his own remix the same way Hitman Holla would do a remix. Mm-hmm. And it hit 100 times harder than even Hitman's let me remix it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine Loaded Lux having all those notes annotated. Hitman Holla ain't gonna know where to go. Number one, super hard writing for Loaded Lux because Loaded Lux could be gray hoodie, Loaded Lux with the gray hoodie, or he could come with a suit, or he could come in shorts. You never know what Loaded Lux is coming, but he's coming.
I think it's gonna be dope, man, and I'm here for it.
I might travel out, but
that's the question. Is exactly where.
Yeah, I would say take it down to Atlanta. Because there you could, there you have the option of doing a small room or a big room. And the crowd is just going to go crazy regardless. Because the Atlanta crowd is the Atlanta crowd. You get what I'm saying? They're like New York to the fifth when it comes to like reactions and stuff like that, Now, unfortunately, we lost a lot of, battle rap leagues that it could have been on. It could have been on TBL, but I don't think they got no money no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the Chilla Jones joint.
Chilla Jones,
and they did them two events. That did the Mook Hitman. I wonder if they lost money on that one.
Not on that one, but they lost money right after when people no showed. That was the Easy battle.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Easy and Cassidy. They were supposed to be on TBL.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean? And then Easy was like, "Yo, if anything, we could have it on the trenches." But now who's in the trenches? Remy ain't putting no money out there no more. You get what I'm saying? And then, what's been hitting the net is that Hitman Holla don't even own Bags and Body, that he got fired from there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Or else, why hasn't Hitman said, yo, we could do it on Bags and Bodies?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Go up and have.
Yeah, it was never really his. I mean, listen, here's the problem with a lot of battle rappers and a lot of battle rap fans that talk from the sidelines, that talk in the third person. I mean, that talk as an outsider. A lot of these people don't know what it takes to come up with, form a company, form an entity, finance that entity, count your losses, try to estimate what it is going to cost. None of these, let alone the battlers definitely don't know, because most of these cats are on second grade math anyway. To even think about how to budget something out and how to pay everybody and then earn a profit at the end of the day. Most of these people don't even know how to form an LLC. Most of these people, so it's. I always used to hear people be like, "Yeah, I don't know why Smack and Beasley. I don't know why Smack and Beasley only, bro. You're getting paid to rap, brother. Whether it be 2,500 or whether it be 25,000. At the end of the day, you're getting paid to rap. Just stick with that. Don't try to be like, let me see if I can maneuver, and then you probably become part of something that was ready created by someone else, and then be like, yeah, and because you're the face of it, now you're like, yeah, this is my shit. It's not, brother. It's not.
No.
So that could be the case with him. I'm maybe wrong, but that could be the case with Hitman Holla. Definitely was the case with T-Top the other day, where he did a battle event. No one showed up. 7 battles scheduled, 2 battles happened.
Yeah,
What?
but he made up but he took the loss and he kept going. But this is not at a murder moot budget. You know what I mean? This is not Hitman. You have to have a big bag to have
For
Hitman
both of them.
Holla and Low Deluxe.
Yeah, that's
you get what I'm saying.
Somebody was saying that might be a $300,000 battle.
It could be.
That's
starting.
It
could be, and I think the only one right now that could pay that money, dear ARP, do it for the culture.
I think he's already.
Do it for the culture. You know what I mean? He could make it happen. But people gotta play ball. People gotta play ball.
I mean, hey, I'm surprised that they haven't gone over to like talk to Jake Paul or some shit. Have him cough up the money and cough up the fucking venue.
He has to be interested in that. I don't think he's ever been interested in battle rap.
I mean, he would be interested in the numbers.
Maybe,
but at the same time, these people ain't gonna step up for it.
Yeah. What about KOTD?
KOTD?
Yo,
I don't think KOTD.
Canada fans are wild too.
Yeah, I don't think they love. Yeah, they love that. That would be an incredible event.
And KOTD brings in some bank, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? These Canadians got some money. You get what I'm saying? I mean, but I think it would have to be on RBE. You know what I mean? And to be profitable, he would have to probably do a big room, not a small room, to get his money back.
Yeah.
Then you think about like how do you package it and how much. Who else is going to be on the card, on the undercard? And
you could put Twerk probably and save that money.
Man, you could definitely not play. I wouldn't book Twerk ever again. Yeah, I wouldn't book him again. So my whole thing is, that's a lot. It's a lot. It could be a $500,000 battle event.
Definitely.
And then but it could be, it could work. I'm sure if ARP, I know he dropped a video the other day that he was in Harlem looking for Lux.
Yeah, for Lux, yeah.
And Lux just responded to that. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure ARP is got something up his sleeve and is willing and able. It's all about, getting it done. So we'll see what happens.
That's gonna be a win for us, the culture.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. To get that battle is gonna be a win.
I mean, at this point, with all the hype and all the going back and forth, I mean, hopefully, it gets we get to see it.
Yeah,
and hopefully it's a well coordinated event, because not for nothing, like you said, Echo, you got to think about the undercards. You got to think about the venue itself, how many people you need to come in. You know what I'm saying? The viewership is going to go through the roof because people want to see this. They want to see this.
You know who I would add to that card, yo? Goods versus Mills.
Goods versus whom?
Millsy, Black Love Mills.
That would be crazy, but you have to pay them too, though. But that would be crazy.
Yeah, but right now, I think Goods is half price Goods.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. That price Goods. That's crazy, man.
How you don't think so?
It's not about what I think. It's about how much that man thinks he's worth. We can't say you. I know what you're trying to say. I know he's not worth what you think he'll be asking for. I understand that. But what I'm saying is that man is probably still like, nah, I'm one of the best to do it. Goods has always put himself higher than what he actually is. All the time. I've never. Big shout to Goods. I've never been a fan of Goods, and he's from the Bronx. I like him more ciphering and making songs than I do battling.
I like the Goods with with a cup full of Henny. That's the goods I like. When he comes in with some juice, nah, I don't like goods like that.
He
Coming with the
said,
Gatorade in the water. He knows.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I like him when he's like, yeah, let's talk about bags. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's said some cool. He has said some cool stuff, but he's never wowed me, man. And I'm not saying you got to wow me every time, but he's never wowed me, bro.
Yeah.
Compared to how these cats be spitting, nah. Like there's no way. Like I would if you tell me, yo, do you want to watch a Tay-Rock battle or a Goods battle?
Yeah.
You know who I'm choosing.
Or you imagine this. The co-feature DNA versus Black Love
versus Mills.
I'm beat.
That would be interesting, actually, Cuzzo. That would be interesting. That would be interesting because DNA is really good on beats too. Outside. You know, DNA is good on beats. So, you know, that would be dope. Man, who knows? But that's you gotta pay them people, man. You just can't be like,
I think you get your money back. I think you get your money back.
Yeah. But that's the thing.
With DNA don't come to play. DNA will come in the room with like 150 rounds. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, and if he doesn't have 150, he'll make up 160 more on the spot.
Yeah. But listen, that would be a cool undercard. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay. Then fine. Let's get A-Ward. My rebuttal game crazy.
Yeah, man. All of that is money, brother. Them cats, cats ain't doing nothing.
But no. So I heard that what battle rappers are doing, and they're listening to other battle rappers, is they're actually trying to do it where they'll, like, what I heard is that A-Ward would most probably do like a pay cut but do the battle for like 15 for like 3 battles or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like he'll do it. He'll give a discount on some deals. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But A-Ward is another person that just comes in ready, bro, ready, and his rebuttal game crazy. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You know, but
I mean, look, it's gonna be difficult for ARP to put a dope undercard, because at the end of the day, these are two. Nah, let me not say that. Him and Holla hasn't dealt with URL forever, so he's not a URL artist. Neither is Lux. But then to package that battle to where you want to make it, you want to make it kind of like interesting, and URL is not going to let you catch any of it. They're not going to let you use any of those artists. At the end of the day, they're not. They're probably not. So now you have to find within your own roster, and that's not going to be appealing for the people. If you put Rosenberg Raw versus no diss to Rosenberg Raw, but if you put that man next to somebody else as an undercard, people just going to come to see the main event at the end of the day. You feel me?
Yeah, but you can't. You see, ARP got a lot of people that'll do favors for him, bro. You could have the big dog on there. What? The A-Ward battle, Big K, the big dog.
Who?
Yeah, Big K. He's a
dog. Who battle him?
The A-Ward battle, Big K.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, that's lit.
That was a good battle too. That's on YouTube. It's a good battle.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he could always. It will probably do something because they're friends.
Yeah, he has a little roster. It's just I don't know if it's enough. At the end of the day, like he has a little roster though. But as a matter of fact, I'm sorry to cut you off. Misunderstood. URL had an event this past weekend, didn't they? Civil War or something like that.
I don't know.
Yes, they did. Bro.
I'm paying for URL, but I haven't even seen it.
JC, yeah, it's a new event.
I want to watch.
If you go, huh?
Yo, the thing is, I don't like URL under that paywall. Okay, that's what it is. I don't like URL like that.
Or you want it
I
for free?
don't like it. I don't like their app. No. It's not just for free now. Like I went on their app and it's like I don't. I put it on my monitor and I'm like, their quality is not there, bro. Their quality is not there. You know what I mean?
I
It's
think it's
not
just
like RBE. He makes a phone call. You know what I mean? He brings in what's his name? Ruin Your
avocado.
Day, Avocado. You know what I mean, bro? They do a
Yeah.
production. Even Burris is doing production right now, bro, and it's coming out better than what's coming out on URL. The way I saw it. I'm sorry.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, what you need an Oscar winning
Nah, no. The
production
thing
to
is,
listen to a battle.
RBE brought production. So when RBE if RBE presents it to you, bro, that camera is gonna be so on point that even when they do what, you don't think visual has something to do?
For big events, yes. Who was the who
Even
was
with
the
the
father?
small rooms,
Listen to
the
me.
angles that they
Who was
take on
who was
people.
the father? Who was the father of that type of footage, that type of filming, that kind of production?
Okay,
URL.
yeah,
URL. Who brought in avocado first
yeah.
besides KOTD? URL. URL did see the formula.
But
And
they're
yeah,
not using. But they're not using them, and they're.
because they have an app now and it's good enough for the app for you to watch what the fuck is going on and see the battle. They don't need no. What you want them
I
to
don't
get
think,
Martin Scorsese to come and film the battle?
I just don't think it. I don't think it's up to par with URL standard. When URL did events, bro, their stuff was on point. But
It's
now
still.
under the paywall, it's like they're just putting in the camera in the back, and they have it on a little tripod, and they're using like a Canon 350.
I disagree with that. I don't think it's that bad. I
Wow.
hear you. The quality is not Summer Madness 2 quality. I hear you. But it ain't like no. Oh,
I don't like it. I
it's an
don't like it.
iPhone. We'll say that, but don't say that is. Don't say
I
that
guess
is.
is that they're recording on an iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Nah.
Probably.
You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is, brother. Money ain't around like it used to be, dog. Avocado probably charging what he charges. ARP does those because he does big events every 3 years. So he could probably put a package together where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make this the best, most incredible thing ever. And when they do the blue room thing, it's almost like it's just one camera angle.
Nope. They still have three. They still have three.
All right,
They
one,
still
two,
have
three.
three.
Okay, that's cool, but it ain't.
You get
It's
what I'm
just blue.
saying?
It's just blue. It's just blue.
Yo,
And three
you know how
camera
come I know that URL's camera stuff has totally gone down the drain?
angles.
Because remember, you take photos, and you know that if it's too dark and you have your aperture a certain way, you start looking grainy.
Start
Bro, a lot of
noise.
videos look grainy.
Noisy.
Yeah, noisy, whatever, grainy, noisy. It's still whack.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's called. That's what they call it. But yes, you go. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the way some of the videos look.
Okay.
At least when I put it to a 4K monitor, it looked noisy, and I'm like,
Right.
what the hell? So I guess they don't have that many people on their app.
So they don't have too many people on their app for what? For camera?
Probably to afford a better production, bro.
Mm. How did you? I think like I'm looking at. Okay, man, I'm good, bro. I don't expect. It ain't gotta look. It ain't gotta look. It ain't gotta look like Nolan.
Bro, even Andrew Burns
What's the
is coming
director's
out with
name?
better production than URL, bro. Come on.
URL sticking. URL decided a long time ago they're gonna take it back to basics because money wasn't there no more, bro.
Well, then go to a barbershop and do the battle there. Don't go to a studio and get back quality.
I don't know, man. I think this last.
Yo, misunderstood. All right, you do production, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still sacrifice quality for quantity?
That's not a fair question. Let me stop you there because they just haven't gotten avocado in them, but that doesn't mean their quality is bad.
Okay. If you don't have avocado, can you still get another camera? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You still get you still match it. You can still match it. The The format, the structure is there. Now, are you going to get the same feel? Most likely not. The questioning is, you see, because cameras are one thing. The thing is, the other part is the venue. What's their lighting look like?
That's they have a studio in Orlando, I think.
Okay. Now,
Don't
who's
the studio in
see
Orlando?
that part in production? You have to realize, okay, you got the cameras. The cameras are gonna film in 4K no matter what, especially now, especially if you got decent stuff. It's who's helping to light.
Yeah,
the
well,
event.
something's
Now-
going on there.
So yeah, it could be a lack of money. Maybe they want to make it keep it as simple as possible, so that way they can save $1.
Well,
most
trying
people-
to save $10.
I mean, most people at the same time, like look at the popularity. According to what y'all telling me, URL kind of fell off when it
it's
came
not
to.
that they.
I mean, when it came to putting these events together, because like Echo saying, it does take a lot, and it's not cheap. It's not.
Did you click on the link that I sent just now?
Nah.
Misunderstood.
No.
Click on that link and tell me if this quality of this video is not suitable. Like it's unwatchable, or
I didn't say it's
I know you
unwatchable.
said. I know you. I was gonna say. I know you didn't say it's unwatchable. Just said the quality has gone down immensely from what they used to. Right?
That wasn't. Sorry, that wasn't in the studio. Sorry, wrong. Come again.
So hold on. What
I'm
are
not
you
even going
talking
to do
about?
Summer Madness because Summer Madness was done in Toronto.
Oh, but
I'm talking about.
But you say they have one studio and then that studio was whack?
What I'm saying is the battles that I saw, like after the show, I'm back on the app and I'm gonna tell you all the ones that I didn't like. I'll point out what I'm saying about the noise. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
because
do
you're taking Summer Madness and coming out like, yo, go into the app.
I don't have the app, brother.
So wait a minute. You said, pay for the app and you don't even pay for the app yourself?
No, I said let's do a watch party with the app. I never asked you to keep the fucking app for a year, nigga. I never said that. So you kept it? You want to pay your $7?
Yo, I could have sworn.
No,
okay.
You swore wrong. You swore wrong.
I'm done with you, Echo. I'm done with you.
I hear you, brother. I hear you always trying to be done with me. And then you always think, I got this for you. I did this for you. I did it for you, Adrian. Nah, nigga. You didn't do shit, nigga. I asked you.
Okay, so when did we do a watch party then?
We never did it. We never did it.
Oh, because you never got on.
Oh, so I was supposed to call you and be like, hey, man, you know what you should do?
If we're going to have a show, you got to be like, yo, let's have a show. Let's watch this. What the hell?
What
the hell?
We both agreed that we weren't going to do the watch party, sir. We both agreed. It was an agreement.
I'm always available.
What are you talking about? That was one event. There was never a conversation about continuous events.
So why didn't you remind me of the event like I remind you about boxing?
When did you remind me about fucking boxing, brother?
Yo, there was an event.
It's round 6. These niggas like, y'all watching this? What the fuck are you talking about? When you said that, I was like, yo, damn, this nigga. Now you saying something, nigga?
You know what? I'm just gonna eat my dinner because you
Please
just
do, nigga.
Yo,
Please do.
you just I don't know. You be on some
and
you
while
be
you
on
at
some
it,
murder, yo, you be on some Hitman Holler stuff.
while you at it,
What happened?
Are you at it?
Yo, fix your mic because I ain't hear what you said.
Oh, I said, while you at it, cómetelo moco también. This is another event, Nexus. Man, you be talking crazy, bro. These videos don't look bad, bro. They don't look bad. They don't look bad.
So you got the app? So you got the app?
I'm on URL page, bro. Oh, I will smack the shit out of you through the screen, bro. Don't talk to me.
Right ahead. I wish you would.
I mean,
I wish you would.
Again,
Nexus.
Again, from that link that you showed me, I would say, yo, whoever did the lighting was not thinking, and I'm sorry that angle, yo, it made Loaded look like he's getting possessed.
No. I'm gonna say
he looked seriously bugged. He looked kind of bug-eyed.
I like the Summer Madness budget,
But at the same time, you got to think about it like this. Yeah, you got the cameras, you got the sound. Did they take the moment to actually like mess around with the lighting, or are they just
I
going
don't think
straight
so.
forward
I
with the
don't think
lighting?
so.
Y'all niggas is talking like this shit is gonna get
No, no,
nominated for Oscars,
no,
man.
no, no. You asked my opinion,
Yeah.
and I'm
He
giving
don't
you
like
my
people's opinion. He only
No,
likes
that's
his opinion.
that's fine. But I'm
okay.
just saying,
And all right, all right, all right. Listen, this is
we listening, brother.
I'm answering the question.
You
Straight up.
already answered it. I'm responding to
No,
your
let him
answers. But this is
answer.
what I'm
Let him
saying.
Oh
just
no,
because you don't
okay,
like the answer, just because you
okay.
don't like the answer, doesn't mean that you
Now,
gotta shut him up.
now,
I
the
don't
whole
like
thing
your
is,
face.
the whole thing is, when it comes to something like that, like you were saying, Echo, yo, a lot goes into it, and it has to get done. You got to move. You got to get ready to, light up them cameras, set up the lights. Sometimes you won't have that time. I've seen URL events where I can't see the battle rappers. Then I seen URL events that are like, oh shit, look, they took the time to really like set the cameras up and but it's all about that moment at that event, that venue. Things change. These things happen. At the end of the day, if I can hear motherfuckers spitting, that's what counts.
Yo, misunderstood.
Now,
Why the heck do you always have to agree with Echo?
I'm agreeing with Echo because it's true.
But you
I
just said a minute ago, no,
yes.
the lighting,
You,
blah, blah,
you
blah,
ever
blah,
you
blah,
ever
and then you
you
change
ever
your mind.
worked on a product you ever worked on a production crew?
Yes, I have.
You
I
ever
put
done lighting?
I gotta talk to
No, no, no,
people.
no. Have you done live shows? Have you
I,
done lighting for those live shows?
I
Have you
gotta
done
talk
the
I've
to people
done
sound?
that
live
Let's say that.
concerts.
I gotta
I've
talk to
done live
people that are not
concerts.
into production.
On what
because
end?
but
And
here's
what
this,
end? And
I
what end?
produced the whole concert.
You produced the
So
whole
I was
concert.
like, yo, I want this light, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that.
nobody
Yes.
cares about that shit unless it's being shown on TV
No.
or
I'm just
unless
mad
it's
right
a
now. I'm just
freaking
mad right
Broadway
now
show.
because
A
Echo.
hip hop
who
battle, a hip hop battle. As long as there's enough
I'm
light to
mad
see these
because
niggas' faces, you
right now
Gucci,
I'm
bro.
mad.
Yes,
Right now I'm
yes,
mad. Right now I'm mad because
yes,
Misunderstood is in production and he goes, nah, they could have worked on, they didn't work on the lighting, blah, 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 blah.
yeah,
And then he goes,
yeah,
yo, Echo, you're right. The
yes.
thing is that
Because if there is no time for it, if they don't have it in the budget, if they're not in the venue for 2 to 3 days fixing these things and setting these things up, do you understand?
And
the question is that it looked whack.
beyond the
That's what
budget,
when we're talking about whack. That I
No,
didn't like it. You know what I mean?
no.
And I have an opinion. If I don't like something, I could have that opinion that I don't
Okay.
like it.
Nobody
But
said
the-
you.
but-
Nobody's saying you
But
don't
Echo's
have
like,
that.
nah,
Let me say-
what you talking about? What you talking about?
nah. What I'm saying is, you're like, oh my god,
I just
this
don't
is
like
not
it.
the
I don't like it.
craziest. This is not the craziest
Yo,
quality. It doesn't need to
because,
be.
bro,
Doesn't need to
it's
be.
like you
I mean,
eating
So you're being
Krispy
unfair
Kreme.
in your judgment. You're being unfair in your judgment.
Bro, it's
Even though
like
it's
you
your
eating
opinion,
Now-
Krispy.
even though
Listen,
it's your opinion, you're being unfair.
shut up. It's like this.
Nah,
It's like you knowing that you like Krispy Kreme and you're always getting Krispy Kreme, and then Krispy Kreme comes in and gives you a Dunkin' Donuts donut. It's not the same. It's not the same. I don't know. I don't even want to talk to y'all no more. That's it. I don't even know what to do this shit.
yeah, eat your dinner, bro.
I don't know.
Eat your
Yo,
dinner, bro. Eat your dinner.
Misunderstood. Why don't you talk about something? Why don't you talk about something else? I don't want to talk to this guy.
No, of course you don't want to talk because nobody's agreeing with you.
Oh.
I said I didn't want him to talk, and I'm letting you talk. I could just.
Brother, listen, from me watching URL from when Echo you put me on years ago to where they got into today, they have improved. One of the wackest looking ones, you got to see this battle with Soul Khan when he's there in that fucking white suit with the white top hat and the white cane. Yo, the camera, the lighting, horrible.
Yo, misunderstood.
Horrible.
What year was that? What year was that so calm?
That was shit. When the hell was that, Echo? Like,
Okay, you can't remember. We're talking about 2026.
see, this is the thing. The progression that URL has had, the progression of what they've started with and where they are at now, they have progressed.
They've gone back. compared to what the events that they had to when they got on the app and then got the studio, I think it has gone backwards. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. What I'm saying is, from what I've seen from URL, their production value has gone up. Their venues have gotten better
Um,
from when Echo put me on.
remember,
You
JU,
understand?
You're talking about
JU
when.
doesn't watch as many battles as we do like that. He hasn't kept with it throughout the year.
You know what I'm
what
So
saying?
tell him to shut the hell up, then. If he doesn't know
hold
what
on,
the hell he's talking about, tell him to
you
shut the hell
told
up.
What the
you
fuck?
told him to talk.
No. See, that's the thing. Okay, I've been watching battle rap for a minute now because of Echo. I've watched King of the Dot. I watched Grind Time. I even watched a couple of the independent ones. Shit, he showed me battle raps from fucking the Philippines.
You know, I was never been to a battle rap event.
That
Yeah, I have.
do you understand?
We gonna take him.
It's a matter of the venue, what
Yo,
type
Jay, I
of
don't want to
timing
talk to you
you
no more.
have.
Yo, let's do this.
You know
Let's
what I'm
do this.
saying?
Let's do this.
That's what it's about.
It's over. The show's over, man. We out of here.
Yo, check this out. Next, when that's announced, y'all down to go to that Loaded Lux Hitman?
I'm down to
So
go.
how-
But let me tell you something. I'm not about to stand for 8 hours. It has to be a VIP sit down situation. If those tickets are stupid, I'm not gonna go. I will get the the pay per view and watch it in the comfort of my own home.
All right, check this out. What's included in the VIP? Since
I
I've
don't
never-
know. It's for different events. It's different VIP packages for different
Oh,
events. So,
okay.
I see in the older joints. I think depending on the venue might have a little balcony situation. It might have a little accommodation like that, and then they have passes for the stage. It's still standing. I'm not about to stand 8 hours to hear niggas rap. I'm too old
Yeah.
for that. So if the venue that they're gonna have this on, if it's a small room where it's like everybody huddled around, blue room, que se coman el huevo. If it's a situation like I forgot which one that we went to, Urban Plaza. What event was that?
Damn.
What event was that? I was sitting next to this fucking shotgun show. We smoking L's. That wasn't even VIP. That was just an area where you could go and sit down. If you grab the seat. But anyway, nevertheless, if it's not like that, but we'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be a blue room and everybody gonna stand up for 8 hours.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm not down with that. But let's see what it is, man, and let's see how we can get it shaken.
Yeah, we definitely do. We gotta see. I'm gonna be paying attention to whatever ARP puts out there, whatever. If you hear it before I do that tickets are going on sale, let me know and we could do that, do our due diligence and seeing how things are gonna be and we go out there, bro. I think
what about if it's in New York, bro?
Yo, we could have some pizza and then go over there. Go to
I remember going to. I forgot. Yeah, my brain is fried, bro. I have to talk to my man J Rock to ask him what events that we've been to. That's how many events. But I remember was it the Summer Madness at Urban Plaza? One of them, bro. I remember the line when we got there. The line was I ain't never seen nothing like that. The line was around 2 corners, man. The only reason we was fly is because my man J Rock is in the culture a little bit like that, and he knew some people that was like, yo, just but we got in front. You know what I mean? Fire.
Yeah.
And now we would have been on 34th Street and the venue was in 14th Street type shit, dog. It was wild like that. That's when URL was like at its peak. I think. Yeah. Oh, that was the first double impact. The gun titles versus the fight.
Okay. When they Briz.
No.
That was gun titles versus Briz.
No, brother. Gun titles versus DNA NWX. When the fight broke out on stage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And Beasley came through and parked everybody like this.
Yeah. Okay.
That joint was wild up in there, bro. I'll never forget that. But yeah, man. Anyway, hey man, listen. We're gonna see what it is with the show. I thought Classico was at least gonna get on for a couple of minutes. I didn't know he was gonna be on for
Facts,
the
bro.
whole show, but hey, it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully he got home safe.
Hopefully he got home safe and
Nah, I hope he got hit by a bus for not being on the show.
no, pero él podía decir algo también, coño. He could have been like, yo, not today, but
Exactly. That's why I hope he got hit by a bus.
that was kind of wild.
You don't do that to your boys, bro.
Hey man. Hey,
You know what I mean? You at least give notice, like, yo, my bad. I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? Let us know that you ain't gonna be on. You know what?
Yeah, I know he was gonna be on the entire show, but
I think I'm gonna have to
get
block
on
him from the show too. That's it. So he can't see. I'm gonna ban him.
We'll get on him. We'll get on him next time we see him, man. But and I'm signing off, B. Listen.
All right, fellas. Yo.
Love, peace, and hair grease. You heard?
It was a pleasure, gentlemen. Much love. You know, misunderstood. I don't like you no more for at least for this week. You know, maybe next week.
We never liked you. What are you talking about?
We never like you.
Never liked you anyway. Come on, what the fuck is that?
Everybody out there, go listen to the Astynak album.
What
support,
up?
Support independent hip hop. Support independent hip hop.
Yo, get ready to go through a rabbit hole, please.
And support independent podcasting. You feel me? And all of that. You heard?
And remember to hit share, like, and subscribe.
Word, subscribe.
Right. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. Thank you all. Have a good
one.
Hey.
What the fuck, TV?